Hi, I'm Jeffrey. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be going over different strategies to be able to fall asleep when you're feeling anxious. Many times, anxiety can make it extremely difficult to be able to get a proper night's sleep. One lies in bed, constantly worrying about the next day or reminiscing about the past. Our body can feel tense, our brain doesn't turn off, and this results in us tossing and turning all night. Unfortunately, the more time that elapses, the more anxious we feel. This is because when we are unable to fall asleep, we may start thinking how our lack of sleep will impact us the next day. So our anxiety increases the longer it takes for us to fall asleep. So here are a few strategies that you can use so you can get a better night's sleep when you're feeling anxious. Disclaimer, not all strategies are effective for every individual. So feel free to use the ones that work best for you. Number 1, relax your jaw as much as possible. A lot of the time when we are feeling anxious, we clench our teeth, and as a result, we carry a lot of tension in our jaw. So try to relax your jaw as much as possible. Sometimes I advise to try to purposefully drool. Relaxing your jaw this much will help your entire body relax. When you do this, you may even yawn, and your overall anxiety is likely to go down, making it easier to fall asleep. Number 2, no screen time 30 minutes before bedtime. When we are on our phones, computer, or TV, our minds are being constantly stimulated. So if we try to fall asleep after reading a text message, watching the news, or reading a work email, we will likely worry, and this will increase our anxiety, which in turn makes it less likely that we will fall asleep. Therefore, it is suggested that we try to turn off all electronics 30 minutes before we try to fall asleep. Number 3, refocus your mind instead of trying to shut it down. Often, when we're feeling anxious, we just want our minds to shut off and stop thinking. The problem with this is that it's impossible not to think. Our mind is meant to be active even when we're sleeping. So instead of trying to shut off our minds, we can instead try to refocus our mind to think about something that is more peaceful. This could be an image of the beach, the forest, the mountains, or a happy memory. Basically any image or memory that you find comforting. And combine this with slow, deep breaths for extra points. Number 4, write down your thoughts. Sometimes it's useful to get what is inside our heads outside our heads. So writing down our anxious thoughts is a way to decrease anxiety because we won't be holding on to those thoughts. Overall, it's going to be much easier to be able to simply let go of those anxious thoughts. After writing down these anxious thoughts, you can rip off the piece of paper to be able to completely let go of those thoughts. Number 5, no caffeine before bedtime. Caffeine stays in our body for several hours, and it can certainly exacerbate our anxiety. So avoiding caffeinated beverages before bedtime is really important. Avoiding these types of beverages will increase your chances of getting a good night's sleep. Number 6, in my opinion, this is probably the most important strategy, but it's also the most challenging one. Falling asleep at the same time every day. And yes, this includes weekends. When we fall asleep at different times, our circadian rhythms get out of whack. So our body doesn't know when to naturally produce melatonin. Melatonin is a chemical that our body produces that helps us fall asleep. When we stick to a specific time and routine, our body will naturally start pumping out melatonin, making you feel tired when it is time to fall asleep. That's it for today's video. Comment down below what your favorite strategy is, which strategy you may try out, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And for more content like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you, see you in the next one.